everybody, welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about confusion. There is a few things that really just get me so annoyed, and one of them is confusion. I hate see, I'm getting confused now. I hate not knowing what to do. I hate making decisions. If I go to a restaurant and need to choose dinner, I wait to see what everybody else is ordering before I make a decision, because I don't want something to come that they've got that I want. So it's just this actual challenge that I have in my everyday life, and being confused is one of my pet hates. Lately I've actually been super confused, and we have a lot of planetary action that's been going on that's making us all shift our perceptions and our belief systems and a lot of things. So when we start questioning everything, we do become naturally confused. So it is a natural state, but it's not comfortable. And we are creatures of habit, so we like comfort. We like to go to the safe space. But the thing is, it's very important to become confused. It not only activates different parts of our brain, but it helps us start looking at things from a different perspective. So what might you be confused about at the moment? Let's do some tapping on that and see if there's a bit of clarity that comes up. So let's start. Follow me. And taking full responsibility of your own health, we say, even though I have this confusion. Now, usually I would say confusion would be in my head. So I'm going to use that as an example. But have a feel what's going on with you and where your confusion is. It might be in your heart. It might be in your gut. And what is it out of 10 if you were sitting there and thinking, what is it out of 10? At the moment, I'm going to say my confusion personally is about 7. So let's start there. So even though I feel confused in my head, I'm confused about all these choices that lay before me, and I don't want to get it wrong. Even though I'm so confused in my head right now, I feel like I'm pointing the finger at everybody else, blaming them how I feel, and not taking full responsibility. This may or may not resonate with you, but that's okay. Even though I'm so confused in my head right now, I feel like I want to give myself a break and perhaps deeply and completely accept myself the way I am, exactly right now. All this confusion in my head. Feeling pretty darn confused. The thing is, I really don't want to make the wrong choice. And I hate getting things wrong. I need to be right all the time. Otherwise, I might feel or look silly. So maybe I should just stay confused, because then at least I'm doing nothing about it. Maybe I like being confused. Then I can't take responsibility and blame anyone, or I don't know, maybe I'm just too confused. All this confusion in my head. It's time that I dissolve it and clear it out. Feeling like I'm letting go of this confusion now. Moving through this feeling of confusion. Moving through this feeling of confusion now. Moving through this confusion. All this confusion in my head. Okay, now take a big breath and maybe have a bit of a shake, okay? Because this is all energy work, so we're just moving energy. Please stay hydrated. Have a drink of water if you can, or make sure you do after this video. And just check in. See how you're feeling. Because the other day I was super confused, and I did some tapping, and then I realized I actually wasn't as confused as I thought, because I shifted the energy of confusion and I could make a decision. So have a real good feel into your body now and see how confused you still are about your choices. Now, sometimes I put myself in the scenario of that one choice and feel it and see if my body reacts. And then go to the other option and feel it and see how your body reacts. Because your body will always tell you what way is best for you. But you're probably still a little bit confused, which is fine. So let's find the confusion again and see what number it is out of 10. And by now, hopefully it's come down a little bit. You may still not know what to do, but you don't feel so frantic and confused. So let's go again and say, even though I feel all this confusion in my head, this confusion of making a decision, maybe I know exactly what to do, but I don't want to do it, so that's not an option, so I'm going to stay confused instead. Maybe I purely just do not know what to do. But even though I have this confusion in my head, I'm going to do my best today to deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly how I am. All this confusion in my head, all this confusion releasing now. Getting out of my own way to make a decision. And you know what? Maybe if I actually chose an option and it wasn't for me, then at least I'd know and not do it again. So maybe I actually can't get this wrong at all. That's a thought. That's a thought. All this confusion. Tapping this confusion as I speak. Letting it all go now. Maybe I don't have to be right all the time. Maybe it doesn't matter what anybody else says. Maybe it's okay if I give it a go. The thing is, you know, in my past, I've made a lot of choices that weren't the best. Hindsight says so. But isn't hindsight a beautiful thing? But I don't have any regrets because there's no way known I'd be where I am without having done that. And it's nice to use our experiences as lessons. And I even say to my children, when they do something that's not appropriate, I'll say to them, that's not appropriate. Mummy's not going to get angry right now because you didn't know and you're learning. But if you go back and do it again, that means you're doing something that you shouldn't do and you know it. That's when I'll get angry. But first you get the lesson. So are you getting angry with yourself like you should have known better the first time you do it? Because that's not great. Maybe give yourself a break. And maybe you're just allowed to get it wrong. And maybe you're not actually getting it wrong at all. You're just getting the lesson, which veers you onto your right path. We become quite a self-sabotager and, you know, our own worst enemy at times, don't we? We all do it. Clearing this confusion as we tap. Forgiving myself for ever feeling so confused. I should know better, right? Or maybe I'm just a hard ass on myself. All right, take a big breath, big stretch. Stretch, breathe. How are you feeling? Because I feel like after doing that tapping process, you may feel a little bit more compassionate towards yourself. And when we give ourselves that space and time and respect, we then almost let ourselves off the hook of being like on a timeline or under pressure to make a decision. And then we can sort of sit back and really feel our way through it and trust that Spirit's got our back. Trust that we can, you know, really absorb how we're feeling because our body will always tell us. So if you're too much up in your head, which confusion brings, and that's what I do a lot, I have to bring myself back down, tap through it, bring myself back in my body, and then I ask myself, what way is best? Or sometimes it's nice just to sit and wait and not actually make a decision. So that may be an option for you too. But let's just tap one more through just to flush out any extra confusion that may be there. And say, even though I might have a little confusion left, I'm willing to release it and give myself permission to just hold space for myself. Even though I have just this little bit of confusion left, I'm going to give myself permission to deeply and completely love and accept myself just the way I am. Releasing this confusion. Letting myself have the space to feel whatever it is I need to feel. I'll work through this in divine order. I'm allowed to feel this way. I'm allowed to feel this way. Feeling like this isn't wrong. But I'm moving through it now and taking back control. And I will step forward when I'm ready. Letting it all go now. Letting myself love myself, accept myself, and I'm willing to learn and maybe take a plunge. And if it's not for me, I will very quickly realize and correct it. Take a big breath, nice stretch, shake it out. And please drink lots of water. And again, if this has brought something else up for you, keep tapping. Take a look at all my other videos if they help you along the way. Please like, subscribe, share, all those things. Reach out, comment down below and let me know how you went with this one. Or give me suggestions on other videos you'd like me to make for you. But thank you for taking the time for yourself. Keep it up, you're doing fantastic. And please be kind to others, but especially be kind to yourself. See you next time. Peace out.